Hey guys, so today's video is going to be about peach cobbler, and I can make peach cobbler a couple of kind of ways. I could do the homemade crust and roll it out and put the filling and do it that way, but today we're going to do a quick peach cobbler, and that consists of making a batter and pouring the batter on top of melted butter and then pouring the filling on top of that. It is actually my preference. I prefer my peach cobbler this way. It's quick, it's delicious, it's simple. It's just my preference. So we're gonna get right into it. First things first, I'm preheating my oven at 350 degrees, and I'm gonna take 4 tablespoons of butter and put it into my foil pan that I'm gonna use. And I'm using an 8x8 foil pan. I'm making a little small peach cobbler. I'm not making a big one at all. But of course, you could double this recipe if necessary. If you want to make a larger one for your family, double it, triple it, quadruple it, whatever you want to do. So we're gonna put the 4 tablespoons of butter into the foil pan and put it in the oven. And be mindful. Keep an eye on it because you don't want the butter to burn. Okay? Now, I have in this pot 2 cups of peaches. And these are the frozen sliced peaches. You could use fresh peaches when they're in season, or every time you want to use them, if your store has them still. But if they don't, then sliced frozen peaches is always the way to go. I prefer them over canned peaches because canned peaches are already cooked. They're cooked and they're put into a syrup. But the sliced ones, they're not cooked. They're just sliced up and frozen, flash frozen. So they're still raw, which is what I like. So to these peaches, I'm going to add a whole cup of sugar. 1 cup of sugar. I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. I'm going to add a teaspoon of cinnamon. If I can get it out. And 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then I'm going to turn the eye on medium heat and let that start making a syrup. It'll take a few minutes, but it'll get there. I'm going to check my butter, make sure it's not burning. Okay, it's still melting. I'm going to give it a little swirl around. Let it melt some more. But in the meantime, we're going to move right along. So in this bowl, I have 1/2 cup of all-purpose unbleached flour, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Okay, to that I'm going to add 1/2 cup of sugar, give it a nice mix. to the dry ingredients, I'm going to add half a cup of whole milk. You can use your preference of milk. If you like 2%, 1%, whatever, it's up to you. I just prefer whole milk. I'm going to mix this all together, and this is what we're going to use as batter. Okay, now that that's all mixed in pretty well, making sure there's no dry spots of flour anywhere, it's all good. Set that to the side, check on our butter. It's still melting. Now, you can melt your butter in the microwave if you need to, if you want to go faster. I'll give you a peek at the peaches. They haven't done much yet, but they're gonna create a syrup once that sugar melts. And when it does, I'll show you again. So we're gonna give our butter a chance to melt and our peaches a chance to develop their syrup, and we'll be back. Okay, we're back. So we've been letting the peaches boil for about 5 minutes. They're nice and bubbly. The syrup is in there. Looking all good. The butter finally melted. And we're ready to rock and roll. So, putting this thing together is real simple. Really simple. Just take the melted butter in the foil pan, and to that you add the batter we made with the half cup of flour, teaspoon of baking powder, half cup of sugar, half cup of milk, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. You just pour all that right onto the melted butter. Do not stir it together. Do not. Just pour it on top like so. Okay? And this is how it looks. It'll look just like that. That's it. I'm going to take our peaches that are over here boiling away, and we're going to spoon them onto the butter in the batter. Okay? And try to put them evenly all over, because you're not going to stir this. So wherever you place it is where it has to stay. So try to place it evenly all throughout the batter. Don't have one spot crowded with peaches and other spots without anything at all. You don't want that. Try to put everything evenly all throughout the batter. And you're going to use the syrup too that was created. Don't neglect that. We're going to just pour that syrup all over it evenly as possible. And that is that. Now, this is how it looks. Nice and yummy. You can already see how the batter's puffing up, going to form the crust around it. And that'll only get better. It's going to get puffier, and it's going to brown and be beautiful. Okay, now this is going into that preheated 350 degree oven for about 30 to 40 minutes, or until golden brown. Okay? And as soon as we're done with that, we'll be back. Okay, guys, we're back. And this is the finished product. This is how it looks. Doesn't it look yummy? Mmm. Nice crust on it. See? Okay. So if you enjoyed this video and you found it to be very informative, please give me a like, a comment, a share, and follow me for more delicious recipes to come. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy.